Overall, can you just talk about the experience your players had here this weekend at Frisco Classic, and maybe even what you can pull from these quick turnarounds to see the depth of your bullpen and
Yep.
other players?
Yeah, first of all, I said it last night. I mean, the event is absolutely first class. From the minute that we get off the bus to our hotel, how we're treated, the way we made it feel welcome in the ballpark, all first class. So that experience is second to none. Yeah, and just the quality of competition, right? I mean, it feels like a regional. Feels like, you know, a postseason atmosphere with the crowds and just those things. And so, yeah, I mean, every time we take the field, you find a lot about your team. And obviously, we started off the weekend really well. Thought we were pretty competitive last night, and today, the school board probably doesn't indicate really how that game went. They were on their toes from the get-go. We were a little bit on our heels, and just kind of trying to play catch up.
Obviously, your team didn't fight though, as you guys always do. But I mean, it's interesting there toward the end. I mean, you had to let it be saw, and then that.
Yeah, again, it's now it's finding the full 9 innings of doing that, the right combination in the lineup, and some of those things. We've got some emptiness in our lineup. It's a little choppy. Again, things that we've got to address as coaches, and some of those things. But again, that's not taking any credit away from Sheffield. The game he pitched, and he really kept us off balance. And again, a guy like that is even more difficult to navigate, I think, when you're chasing runs, because it can kind of get you frustrated because he's not going to overpower you with stuff. He's going to just kind of flip the changeup and the breaking ball in there, and you get on the swing, and he can make innings disappear like that. So guys like that really kind of feed off of having a lead, which they were able to play from the front.
Did you? I know obviously during the weekend, the offensive numbers weren't what they were.
Yeah.
But I mean, top 5 guys in the order is obvious to see like how dangerous that can be.
Yeah.
Do you feel like those guys are coming now, or you like the way that that's starting to come along?
Yeah, I mean, I think you look at Nunez, Sanderson, doesn't have a whole lot to show for it, but he's been on the barrel. Brumwall's given us pretty good at bats in the middle of the order. Frost is starting to go. Carey, obviously good to see him finish the weekend off with just some good feeling, because he's been hitting us some hard luck, and just to see some results come in there. So we're just really, again, like I said, there's some positions in there that we're not getting a whole lot of production from. That again, maybe I sacrifice a little defense at times to get a little more offense. So again, those things that we're finding out about our team, and when you face good teams, the margin for error is pretty small.
Move Devin up something else today. To keep him there. Is that the long-term play, and what did you see from him today at the spot?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a mixed bag. His first and last at-bats were really good, and some tough ones in there. Kind of to be determined. I thought Overby did a nice job with a left-handed pitcher on the mound. Beek's a little bit better left-handed hitter right now, at least. So wanted to move Devin up and kind of shook some things up a little bit. Frost is obviously going better, so I moved him up to the 4. That's where he really belongs, honestly. Now that he's kind of settling in. So Dev's a table setter. I mean, 1 or 2 probably in the order, and I mean, that was a big time swing there, and then the 9th inning against a really tough one.
You ran a whole lot of arms out there all game, really. I mean, do you feel like you're starting to get a feel for the way all those pieces fit together, and are guys starting to kind of separate themselves?
I'd like to say that. I think, again, you said the talent, you can see that, right? Because it's a lot of low to mids from the righties, and it's a lot of, the left. We got good balance with some good left-handed arms as well. And we're not really looking at a lot like a classic Nebraska Rob Childers coach pitching staff right now, just from the standpoint of getting ahead and throwing quality strikes and counts and finishing innings and some of those things. Man, we gave up a ton of 2-out runs. I mean, those are backbreakers for your team when you just can't get off the field. It just puts all the momentum in the other dugout. So yeah, I mean, there were some competitive moments in there. Crystal came in and got out of that bases loaded jam, and some of those things. I mean, Roderick, we hadn't seen in a couple of weeks just because we hadn't gotten into that close situation. So he was in a spot that he wasn't used to, but he needed work. So Casey Dice is probably a guy that we haven't pitched enough up to this point. I thought he had a good outing today, and he's a veteran that pitched a lot for us last year.
Thanks, Coach.